Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Alex.
My name
What's
is
your name? Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Catherine, can I take your report form, please?
Sure.
Thank you very much. And do you have some identification? Great. Thank you very much. You look different there.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Now, so too, we're going to start with your presentation. That will be about 3 minutes. And after your presentation, we're going to discuss your topic. And then we'll finish with the discussion of another subject area.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have some notes for
Yes,
me?
I would like first of all to give my notes to you.
Thank you very much. And what is the topic category you have chosen to talk about?
My topic is I chose advertising and media.
Advertising and media. Okay, thank you very much. So we'll take some notes in your presentation.
Okay,
it's
nice,
only
alright.
so I can ask you some questions.
Okay.
So when you're ready, Catherine, please begin.
Okay. Today I would like to talk to you about advertising and media. I've divided my talk into two sections. First of all, I would like to give you some definition of them, and next I will give you positive and negative aspects about advertising. The first point that I'd like to make is what is advertising and media. And advertising is the form of communication for marketing that is used to encourage an audience, that could be listeners, readers, or viewers, to continue doing something or to take some new actions. And media is a type of communication like newspapers, magazines, radio, or television that is used for give information to the people, and this information can influence sometimes in the decision of the people. Now, if I can borrow your attention to this graph, you can see that the primary medium for checking advertising was a newspaper with 41%, and the least is radio. Mm-hmm. This is interesting because when I was searching about this topic, I thought that maybe internet was the primary medium for checking advertising, but no, it's newspaper. And maybe I think it's because everybody is able to get the newspaper, for example, here in the buses and everywhere. Now I would like to move on to my next point, that is positive aspects of advertising. And the first, and I think that is the reason for the people advertise something, is because it's easier to sell and buy. Because if you know the product and you can remind through something like an advertising, it's easier to sell and to buy. There are another positive aspects, that is social benefits. For example, when advertising is used to inform the people about topics like health or security or national security or things like that, or for example to promote an entertainment or a good activities to the people. And now I would like to tell you about the negative aspects, and the first one I think is the manipulation. With manipulation I mean, for example, a program like Photoshop that they change for example the body of the girls to make this more attractive for the people. And another negative aspect is the subliminal message. I mean that when, for example, in a commercial or in a mini films, behind to the first to the main point, they advertise another things. Okay, it was my presentation.
Okay, yeah, well, thank you very much. Well, I'd like to ask you a few questions about that.
Okay.
First of all, you've said about positive and negative, kind of the advantages and disadvantages,
Yes.
if you like. Let's go with the positive. And you said that advertisers like to sell and buy. Or advertising encourages people to buy products.
Yes.
Does it mean people buy what they want and what they need?
No. I mean, for example, if you are walking on the street and you are, for example, a child, and you see an advertising of McDonald's, you press your father, oh, please go to McDonald's, and your father go to McDonald's, but really you don't need, but just to see the advertising, like the burger or the cup, you feel like I wanna go there.
Have you been influenced by advertising
Yes.
campaigns?
I think yes, actually I've bought things that I don't need just because I see in the magazine that, for example, cream anti-age, and like, oh yeah, that looks good.
Okay,
And
you have bought this, so you bought cream and all the rest of it.
Just for that I see.
Really? And so if you see an advert on television that is convincing and an advert that makes a product look really attractive, you're convinced by that?
Yes, and I think most of the people is like this. For example, my mother is like this. We are going just for having lunch, and she saw, oh no, I have to buy it. And
she has to
like
buy it,
this.
so she feels this need to get something.
She's like, it's a necessity to buy something when she saw an attractive advertisement.
So is this what advertising does? It makes you have the need, it makes you have the obligation, you have to buy something when you see it.
Yeah, and I think that is the reason for the people advertise a product or a service. That you feel that you need it, that you have to buy it.
Then you talked about the negative aspects, if you like, and the disadvantages. You talked about the manipulation of images, particularly Photoshop. I mean, what are the consequences then? You have these women that are made to look very beautiful. I mean, isn't that just beautiful people? And
yes, for example, girls now when they see, for example, very slim women, that is the reason because of now we have problems like anorexia and things like this.
So you think that advertising is to blame for conditions like anorexia?
I think a key role in this.
Surely people used to have anorexia before modern advertising was...
Yes, I know, but I think that's influenced a little bit in the decision of the people.
Okay. If I wanted to advertise a product, whatever, telephone or something, what advice would you give me for making an advertising campaign that would be effective?
Okay, maybe I think the logo is very important, that you remains, when you think about that, you remains the logo, like McDonald's, I love it. You always think in McDonald's and you think in the logo. And I think the colors are very important to make attractive your advertising.
Is it possible that an advert could make you think the product is no good? So you see an advert and it actually stops you from buying it?
Yes, for example, today at lunchtime, one person gave me an advertisement about one party tonight, and I said, oh no, that looks boring. And I don't want to go there because the advertising looks very boring.
He gave you I mean, what were you doing when...
Like a leaflet.
Okay, so you were given a leaflet.
Yeah, like a leaflet. And I say, oh no, that is not good.
What was the problem with the advert here?
The colors were dark and don't say nothing.
Okay, so you're not going there tonight.
Yeah,
then.
it wasn't attractive for me.
And also, I was really surprised. You talked about the statistics, the numbers. Only 20% of advertising, or 21%, is on the internet.
Yeah, I was the same when I was searching about this information, because I thought internet, now everybody in the mobile phone, everybody can access to the internet. Yeah. But no, the primary medium is newspapers.
Really surprising. But well, Catherine, thank you very much for talking to me about advertising and media. Topic presentation. Grade awarded C. Key area for improvement, grammar. During the topic presentation, there are only isolated examples of the communicative skills and language functions of the level, and Catherine achieves a satisfactory outcome to the task. If she had made greater use of these, the performance might have been improved. Catherine does communicate a variety of facts and ideas, and although these are well organised, the presentation comes to an abrupt end. Topic discussion. Grade awarded C. Key area for improvement, communication skills. Catherine generally responds well, but does not engage the examiner in discussion of the topic and does not ask a question. There are isolated examples of the language, skills and functions of the level, but Catherine does not take the opportunity to use them more, despite being given the chance to do so. The phase is a partial fulfillment of the task.